Welcome back to episode 33 of the Socially Distant Podcast. We are here. It's another Thursday. Well, technically it's Tuesday, but you're listening to this on a Thursday. We're here. I'm with Brad and Trent as always. What is going on, Brad?
Hey, what is going on, my man? That was funny as fuck. Obviously the audio will get cut when, you start it, when you splice it and put it together, but you were literally like, well, I don't know, I was looking at Trent and hey, what's going on over here? He didn't even take a breath. He just led right into it. But what is going on, everybody? What is going on, my boys? Not much. We're fucking doing good, feeling good. Had a good day. A lot of laughs with my grandma. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that, and then the experience I had with their pet turkeys. And doing good.
Like
Trini, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Fucking hung out with Dwayne all day. Fucking
Boomba.
fed him, watered him, put him to sleep, woke him up, gave him his medicine, his daily THC, and fucking did some shit around the house and played some guitar. But yeah, that was about it so far.
Good shit, Papa Chulo.
Yeah.
Good shit.
But yeah.
Have been applying to jobs and stuff again, which has been fun.
Welcome back to the club.
Yes, sir. I redid my resume and everything. The good thing is, because my job that I just had was a contract or whatever, so it ran out.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they're paying me until the end of the month without having to work. So I'll take that all day.
Damn, that's nice.
Because they're giving me, I get paid tomorrow for, election week and all that shit, which is going to be a fat paycheck. And then I get paid another time. And they're giving us, a $1,000 stipend in there with, and then all of our time off that we, build up and everything gets put in there. So that comes out to, pretty much a full paycheck. So.
Oh, shit.
Good shit. That's good. That's nice.
So at least I have that to kind of take a break and get away from everything for a while.
So you basically get a month of pay.
Yeah.
Paid. That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah. So that's good. And then they put they have an alumni list or whatever. So if once they start a new program and everything, they'll they email people to see if they're interested in coming back and taking on another position. So hopefully maybe one day I can go back and keep working on the digital side, Facebook and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
So how does that work though? Does does that company stay around even though they're not together?
Pretty much dissolve out a majority of the staff. The only people who really stay on are senior management, who is they work on grants and stuff and
okay.
trying to get a new program put together.
So all the work you do though,
year.
the work you did and the work you if you do in the future, it'll stay within the system though. It's not just gone.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
that's good.
Well, there are a lot of similar companies to for our future that definitely that's what happens. After election day, they disappear, gone forever off the map.
I figured that's what it was kind of like.
It's just For Our Future has a lot of really good donors and stuff to keep them alive after the election's over. So they've been able to stay together. Tom Steyer, who's was a presidential candidate, big rich billionaire from California. He fucking donates mad money to that organization, and then a bunch of labor unions, the AFL-CIO, which is one of the biggest labor unions in the country, is the founding person of that organization. Which is cool.
Damn.
But
That's
they do
cool.
nothing for labor unions, so I don't know how that makes sense, but whatever. It's how politics works, I guess. But I'm excited to... My website, I'm very, happy with it. I added a whole page with, all the work I've done since I graduated, and it turned out pretty good.
Good.
Hell
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Ricky Bobby.
Good.
It's lit.
Yeah.
So
What else is going on in the world at the moment?
It's Joe Biden's America.
Yeah. Since the
It
last
is Joe
episode, the
Biden's
last
America.
episode was on election day.
No, that's crazy.
Some interesting
Very
stuff
true.
happened. I mean,
Yeah.
Joe Biden is the projected winner of the race. And Donald Trump's going to
still-
kick and scream his way out. until January 20th.
Did you guys see that there's like a way, like if like Trump brings it to like where it's like in the House or some shit? But
no, yeah, if he
not,
brings
like,
it to the
every
House,
state
each state gets
2
like
votes.
1 vote. Yeah.
Yeah, each state gets 1 vote, and it's more Republican than Democrat, and Trump could still win. I saw some stupid shit like that.
I don't know how that would work, bro.
What in the
chances
actual
of that happening are very low, but that is like a thing that can happen, and it also can go to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court can rule.
And he just stacked that too, which is sort of fucked.
I don't know, man. The court isn't really like ruling how you think that they would if he was like picking justices that only are gonna do his bidding, because I think tonight, honestly, or tomorrow, today into tomorrow, they're ruling on like the Affordable Care Act.
Okay.
And it seems like at least like what the fuck is that dude's name? fucking Kavanaugh, and maybe Kasich are gonna rule like it seems in the direction of the Democrats. So, and Kavanaugh has done that a couple times in these rulings. Like there was some gay rights one, and Kavanaugh ruled like with like the Democrat judges.
I'll just like.
Well, that's good.
I don't see a world where that happens, and like the world doesn't start on. Like if that was the case, right? If we get to the point to where
Complete
like then it comes down to like that, like every vote from like a vote from each state, and then like to all like the different other parts of like the systems that it has to go to, and then like Trump was to somehow win, like stay in your fucking house, because
dude, it was crazy just watching like how close some of these fucking races
really
were.
close.
Yeah, dumb close.
Here in like our House of Representative that's in the PA 17. I live in PA 18. PA 17's like right outside of Pittsburgh. Connor Lamb was in a race, and it was like one of the big races here in Pennsylvania, and that shit was stupid close. Like his opponent was up for a while, and the mail-in votes fucking started pouring in. Connor Lamb won.
Oh boy.
Those mail-in votes fucking that was the craziest thing to watch here, at least in Pennsylvania, was that Donald Trump was up by a significant amount, and all of a sudden they started counting those votes.
Like
crazy shit.
You knew it.
I don't know, dude. Bunch of scary shit. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm sick of all the fucking bullshit, dude.
I mean, honestly, if everybody just fucking said, I don't give a shit about Donald Trump anymore, the race is over, and just ignored him for the next, like,
that's what everyone's
70
doing, bro.
days.
That's what the media is doing. The media, like, the media is just
yeah, dude, they cut him off multiple times. So, like, his press conferences, they've just been turning his press conferences off.
That's so funny.
Like, midway through.
Wow.
And a lot of, like, I don't know, like, CNN people and, like, MSNBC have just been, like, openly, like, talking shit to him. Like,
yeah,
now
like,
that,
Gayle King was, like, talking so much shit. Like, I've been watching so many different things, and everyone just talks so much shit about him. Like, he's just, I don't know. It's just, like, it's funny.
Like, half of me, as a human being, feels bad because he has 75 million people who really hate him.
Yeah, very true.
But at the same time, it's fucking Donald Trump, and he's fucking...
They do hate his guts. A lot of people do.
And a lot of people love him. I read something, there was a stat that came out of Pennsylvania that 98,000 voters in Pennsylvania only voted for Donald Trump, and nobody else on the ballot. They walked in, they put Donald Trump on the ballot, and they were done. They didn't vote for a single down ballot candidate.
Yeah, that's actually kind of scary.
Yeah, and it is crazy because the Republicans won like a lot of like the down ballot spots in Pennsylvania. So like a lot of like the Pennsylvania's House seats and everything are all red now. Like a lot of the people that I had on my Facebook that were like campaigning, they're like, "Come on, blah 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 blah." I looked at them and they got shit on. It was like 80% to like 20 in multiple phrases. I was like, oh well, that sucks. Funny.
That's just how it be.
That's just nuts. Honestly.
Yeah. My ballot should be getting counted today. Today is the 10th. My vote will finally be counted.
There you go.
Amen. It's crazy.
Maybe
it still
I'll
hasn't been
flip
counted.
New York red.
What's up?
What'd you say, Trent?
That's crazy. It still hasn't been counted. I feel like it's like
absentee ballots don't get counted for fucking stupid law. Which makes no. I don't know. That makes no sense.
Why are you in?
I feel.
Are you an absentee ballot because you left to Pennsylvania?
New York. Yeah, because I'm not a resident of Pennsylvania yet.
Okay.
And I have like no Pennsylvania like documentation, so I can't really. I don't have like driver's license or anything to like register to vote here.
That makes sense. So you got it in the mail in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and I voted for people in Chautauqua County. That's how most people vote for like college and everything. Like you have to do an absentee, like if you're living in like Oswego, and
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, unless somehow like you have an apartment there and you register to vote at that address.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Yeah.
Bro, this freaking this one, like, gym, the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh, they have some crazy, like, things that they want you to make sure you have completed before you apply to a job there. Candidates must have all final criminal clearance certificate. They must get a lot of criminals that apply there because you have to complete your PA criminal certificate, your PA FBI, your PA child abuse, and your national sexual offender registry verification.
Like,
wow.
I think it's because YMCA is like a government nonprofit, or they have like special like tax things. Damn. And you have to do that because I applied to multiple government jobs.
They don't want nobody in there.
They have all that shit as well.
I was gonna say shit. I ain't never done any of those, so I'm good to go.
Dylan, have you heard back from Tesla?
No, I never did. And they took off the job thing like the day after I applied to it, so I'm assuming they found someone pretty quick.
That's bullshit.
That's shit.
I'd keep sending them. Just keep spamming them.
I keep my eye out for it.
I'm right here, bitch.
In the mall the one day, and I saw there was a Tesla store in the mall, and they had a Model 3 sitting in there, and I wanted to go in there so bad, but I didn't want to go in there and be like, yeah, I got no money.
Yeah, I just came to look at the car.
Can I get a Tesla for like $300 a month, please?
I've got 2 quarters.
29 years, Dylan. Yes.
You can. I was trying to like see like how much money you had to put down in order to get it down to like $300 a month, and it's like you have to put like a significant amount down. It's like over $5,000 down or something.
You probably want to make sure you can buy that bitch. They don't want no cheapskates rolling up in there.
Well, you can like lease through Tesla and everything.
A lease would be nice, cause
that's what I was looking at. Because I feel
wonder
like
how much it is to lease a Tesla.
They update Teslas like the actual hardware every now and then, and I don't know if like buying into an early edition of a Tesla is like the best decision, just because like until like the final model is out.
True, but if you lease it, wouldn't you have like you would have to put up like a power bank, like one of those things, right?
No, you could just go to like the charging like spots at like there's a shit ton of them all over Pittsburgh.
That's so true. I didn't even realize. Yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah. There's some even in like Western New York. There's a couple floating around in Fredonia.
There's some in
Oh wait, I think I have seen one in. Are they at Walmart?
Yeah, there's some at Walmart, and then there's one like at that on Route. No, I haven't lived there for a while. Route 20, like when you come like off of 39, it's like on the left side. It's like one of those. It's like some farm that's like farther up. They have one in front of their building.
Dude, that would be a fucking smart business decision.
Wait, as you're going into Fredonia?
Yeah, going into Fredonia.
It's got like the big roof, like the big like.
It's like a big barn-looking building.
Yeah, it's like right next to the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of the name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, because it's like, it's on the left, and it's right before you hit, like, that, like, little patch where, like, there's two, like, billboards. Right?
Yep.
I know exactly which one you're talking. I can't think of the name, but I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I got no idea what the hell you're talking about right
Our charger there.
Bro, I clicked on Twitch randomly just to see if my one favorite streamer was like streaming yet. And then if you look at the popular channels, why so many people watch Minecraft? The top 3 popular channels are all Minecraft, and they have 64, 50, and 34,000 viewers each. That's a lot. That's a ton of people.
That's pretty different.
What up, Chucky?
Who would have thought?
Chucky says, "What's up?"
Chucky. Hi, Chucky.
Dude, it's for what was it, episode 2? And we're what? What are we at? What is this now?
33.
33. Damn.
Yo,
Brad, Dad, you remember when you were on the podcast 30 episodes ago? Yeah, I know. We're filming the one right now. I know, isn't that crazy, Brad, bro? What's up?
Brad, ask Chucky.
Hang on, Dad, wait.
Ask him if he got a call from Gary Hartloff about some pest services.
Trent wants to know if you got a call from Gary Hartloff about some pests.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, he did. He did it. Yeah. Apparently, whatever it was.
Shit.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, he did it, though. Chucky got
I was just wondering. Yeah. Oh, nice. Good stuff.
Hell yeah.
I knew your dad was the guy to go to.
He said, shout out to my boy Trent for the referral.
That was funny. Because I was like, yeah, dude, that's my friend's dad. He'll do a great job. And
bro, he does, man. Chucky kills it out there.
That's awesome.
He was literally he was making us laugh earlier because he was talking about, like, just, like, his, like, rates for, like, spraying stuff and, like, catching, like, you know, raccoons and skunks and all that stuff. And he's like, you know, he's like, other pest control places, they charge a lot more than I do. And he's like, I probably could charge a little bit more. He goes, but then I wouldn't be Chucky. And I was like, well, all right, then. You keep doing you.
That's how it be.
He's like, that's what I do. He's like, I keep it low. I was like, all right, amen. Oh,
I've been continuing on my Pokemon card expedition.
I know, you're a crazy bastard.
I pulled a possibly $300 card yesterday. That was
it's fucking
Dark Cherry
crazy, dude.
Huh?
No Dark Charizards?
Nah, it's I wish, dude. There's a Dark Charizard in this one box, but I can never find it anywhere. I'm not spending $80 on it. But there's Dark Charizard in there that's worth like $2,000.
I know, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Do you remember that video PewDiePie put out like the longest ass time ago, and like he like put tape over a piece of cardboard, and was it like, what was on? It looked like graham cracker underneath the tape. It literally looked like that was funny though. That's good though. Are you gonna look into selling the ones that are worth money?
I don't know what I really want to do right now, because I've been buying the same packs, like the same set of cards, just because I want to like complete the set.
Yeah.
I either might sit on it, or the really hot play is because like a lot of the cards at the end, like the secret cards that aren't actually in the set, but they come in those packs. They're like all gold cards and everything, and those cards are worth like a couple $100 each. And if you get them, only if you get them like graded or whatever. So you can like send them to PSA and you get them graded. And then so I was thinking if I graded all the ones at the end, that would make the set worth like a lot of money. And then I'll just like sit on it until the cards are out of production and try to sell it at some point.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. If you got a fat set that's graded and you got them all mint when all that shit's done for, that shit's a straight asset to hold on to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm really doing it for. Like, I'm not doing it to fucking sit there.
It's so funny.
Because, like, I see mad kids on TikTok who are just, like going to Target and buying, like, all the Pokemon boxes they have and then just flipping them on eBay.
Yeah.
One, I don't have enough time for that. And two, that takes the fun out of it. I would rather collect the set and, like, have it to hold for a little bit and then
that's hype.
Use it as an asset later on.
That'd be dope.
But it's been fun. It's fun to open fucking Pokemon cards again. It reminds me when I was
100%.
younger.
It's one of those things
something
that's
to
just
do.
like nostalgic and like a little bit like exhilarating. It's fun.
100%. I would say in the apocalypse, YuGiOh cards and Pokemon cards would probably be used as currency, other than food and water and trading.
Dude, in the
But
fucking
they
apocalypse, that's like
It would be so.
that's how you're
valuable,
gonna like
wouldn't it?
that's how you're gonna like earn the rights to like land or like goods that you know what I
You
mean, like
battle.
let's say you get to a
YuGiOh battles.
you're looting a store with some
Dude,
guy
that would be so
and you guys
sick.
come across like some supplies at the same time and you both look
But it
at
has
each
to be
other and
simple.
instead of like pulling out like guns like they do in The Walking Dead and killing each other, you're like, there's only one way to settle this. This guy reaches into his backpack and he pulls out his like freaking the big old thing that Yugi used to wear, like
Yeah.
the life size one. You
Mhm.
like, time
Oh
to
my
duel,
God.
bitch.
I had that shit.
That would be so. The other guy.
I need to go buy one. I need to go buy one of those when the apocalypse hits.
Those
I can
things are
flex
worth a
on
good
everybody.
penny now, like the original one.
What are they called? What is it?
I
Is
don't
it just
fucking
like
Dueling blades.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling, like wrist?
Austin had one. Austin was telling me about it a while ago.
I don't even
and
know
he
what you
was
call the
saying
thing.
It was fucking awesome.
Oh, a dual disc. Dual disc.
Dual disc.
Yeah, how about no?
How much are they?
The Seto Kaiba one is $188, and apparently the limited Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Propica Dual Disc is $423 on eBay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're
that
literally
fucking,
like
the premium Bandai limited card one. That's the one I had when I was younger. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. All these dual discs are like $300, $400, like up. Oh my
Jesus Christ.
god!
That's why you. Oh
My
God.
cousin used to have one of those. I wonder where it went.
I'm gonna make sure that if I ever have a child, I'm gonna make sure every toy they ever own that could
I'm
possibly
saving
turn
it.
into profit.
I'm saving it.
Same.
I'm literally like, when they're like done playing with it, or if it starts to like approach the time where it's getting like slightly used, I'm just gonna hide it from them until they forget about it, and I'm just gonna like saran wrap it and put it in a bucket, put it in a thing, and I'm gonna hide it in the attic, and then that way it's gonna be safe.
I hope kids just don't have enough attention span to realize that their toys go missing every couple weeks.
I don't think they will. Even though I
you
did,
just
I hope they do.
continually buy them new toys to replace the profitable ones.
I don't know what happened to it.
You just buy them lesser valued items.
I don't know. No, 100%. I'm gonna. Dude, I want one of those now. Now I just want to like play Yu-Gi-Oh. I have to look for. I'm gonna look for my cards after we get done with this podcast because I swear I still have them. I don't think my mom would have like gotten rid of them completely. There's no way. So
You
we
gotta
don't
be
find
somewhere they're hiding.
You gotta
'Cause I had-
find 'em, Ricky.
out. Oh my god, dude! I had binders and binders of Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm gonna go ask her, and she'll be like, "No, get rid of them." We're like, "Cool, awesome." Oh my god, I gotta tell you guys this, right? So, on my Snapchat story earlier, I posted that video of like my grandma and uncle's pet turkeys. And like when I
Yes.
mean like they have pet turkeys, I didn't mean like, you know, they went and bought like baby turkeys. Like no, like they found baby turkeys in a field and domesticated them. Like there was baby turkeys running around in a field by themselves. They scooped them up. My grandma brought them. She brought them home. And they literally just like from the start, they just put them in like the coop with the chickens. And I think they think they're chickens because they walk around all day with the chickens. And so I didn't like get like attacked, but I kind of got like slightly surrounded and mauled earlier. Because my uncle, he's in a wheelchair. And he asked me to like just like go get a bucket of corn and like throw it out on like near like the stump where they like go and hang out. And I did it. And like as I start to walk out there, they're like really close to me and they're circling around me and they're like making a bunch of noise and they're like looking at me and I'm just like, oh, it's fine. Like I'm like laughing because I'm like, oh, they really want this corn. Like it's totally good. I wasn't like afraid of them. Like it was all good. And then like I got out there and I dumped some corn on the stump, and I dumped some corn to the side of the stump, like he says, and I turned around, and he's like, he's got this like he's laughing, but he also looks like slightly, like, not like concerned, but he's almost like, like he's curious, right? He's like, and like I dumped the corn, and I turn around and I start to walk away, and they're all just like still like really close, just like getting real close to me and staring at me, and I'm like, Uncle Den, like, what are they doing? He goes, I think they're like attracted to your shirt. And like he's like they'll be fine though. They're not gonna peck you. He's like, but I think they're really interested in your shirt. And like then I just started to get a little nervous because they're like really close now and they're like surrounding me. So I start to like speed walk a little bit, and the one behind me jumps up and starts fucking smacking me in the back with his wings. So I start sprinting. And I'm running by, and as I run by my uncle, he's just like sitting there watching me. I toss him the orange bucket and just book it into my grandma's house. And they chased me. They chased me all the way to the house, up to the front door. I slammed the front door in the face, and they're just outside the window, just looking at me. And he's like yelling from inside. He's yelling from outside. He's like, "It's your shirt. Just take your shirt off." So I took my shirt off, and I opened the door, and they just like looked at me real quick and just walked away. Like, I had my bright yellow, like, Forceville Hornets class of 2016 shirt on, and they must just not be used to bright neon colors, because they were super like fucking intrigued. Yeah, dude, they were, like, losing their shit over it. I was so sketched out. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm about to get mauled by turkeys in my grandma's yard.
That's crazy.
They are, I never realized how big turkeys actually are.
Dude, turkeys are like, shitty, man.
They're ugly as shit.
Yeah, we raised turkeys for so many years.
Oh my god, they are ugly, and they're nasty little bitches.
They're dumb. They're really dumb.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, like, oh my god. They're so funny, though. Like, we would always, like, have one turkey that would be, like, a little fucked up. Like, his eye would be always looking one way, and his beak would be, like, crossed. We'd call him Petey. And, like, every year... And, like, man, he would do some dumb shit. Like,
that's so funny.
Like, he would run straight into the fence when you'd bring him food. Like, some dumb shit. Like, it's funny. But it's weird. Like, there's an actual pecking order, like, within the turkeys.
Yeah.
Like, they I
could tell.
Like, he was lowest on the totem pole. And they would treat him like shit. And, like, sometimes, like, early on, if, like, you aren't careful, they'll, like, peck them to death. Like, they're scary.
No, I could tell, man. I could tell there was one that was always lagging behind, and there was one that always was like, he made sure he was in the front walking ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of turkeys, man. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of turkeys. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to die.
I'll take you turkey hunting.
I was like, Grandma, I ran inside, she's like, what? I don't like, these turkeys are trying to like straight up maul me because of my shirt. And she starts like laughing. She goes, I know. Goddamn things. She goes, I walked out of my bedroom the other day and she left like the door to her patio open. She walks out of her bedroom. There's like 4 turkeys standing in her dining room.
That's so funny.
I was like, what? She's like, I know. I left the door open. They're just walking to my dining room. I was like, I would have lost my shit. Funny. It's crazy. So it was
weird because like a non-domesticated turkey would never get anywhere close.
I know, that's what I said. They literally think they're chickens. They literally think they're chickens. I mean, but like it's like it's just like how it goes. I swear we learned about something like in school, or like there's like a story, or like there's some like scientific like I don't know, there was some experiment done where like if you treat an animal, if an animal grows up with other animals, it's gonna think it's that animal. Like, it, you know what I mean? Like, they can't tell the difference. Which is, I guess, is how it is. I mean, if you put... That was kind of how it was with my grandma's ducks, too. The one year she had one duck that, like, couldn't fly. It had, like, a weird, like, deformed wing. And she just put it in with the chickens, and after a while, I just thought it was a chicken. It acted completely like a chicken. You never know the difference.
That's funny.
I swear, man. Yeah, but I don't know. So I don't really know how it's. They're not gonna kill them. So are they just gonna stay around?
Yeah, they'll just grow old.
All right. I was gonna say, if they don't kill them, does that mean like They don't fly away.
No, but they're gonna start. If you want to eat them later and during the apocalypse, they're gonna taste like shit. Eat them while they're young.
Yeah, he said. My uncle said something about like even if we wanted to, we couldn't eat them because they are domestic. I don't know like how that all works. Like I don't know what it would.
Turkeys lay eggs. Yeah, they do, right?
Yeah,
Can
do
you get
turkeys?
turkey eggs?
Do turkeys lay eggs?
My turkeys never laid eggs because we never they never fucked or anything.
Oh, so they have to like.
Yeah, they gotta like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they gotta fuck, don't they? I don't know how they make eggs.
Well, chickens don't have to, right?
No, chickens just lay eggs.
Yeah, chickens don't have to
just poop them out.
Right?
do the dance.
But
I don't know, man.
dude, turkeys have a mating season. That's why you hunt them.
Yeah.
Because you can call
Yeah, I
them
don't.
in.
Yeah. Chickens don't have to. Chickens don't have to do the dance lay eggs, which is weird.
It might. That might.
Maybe
have
that's
to
what
do
chickens
with, like,
do. They're just fucking all the time.
Domestication of the animal.
True.
Because, like, I'm sure we've made chickens to the point where they just lay eggs.
All right, yeah, but hold up now, because now you really got me wondering, right? So, like, maybe I'm not thinking about it, and there's like a ton of animals out there that do this. But name me another animal, like a chicken, that like literally lays, like chickens lay eggs, that could technically be baby chicks, but if they're not fertile, they're not baby chicks. So is there other animals out there that do the same things that chickens basically do, like where you just lay like you're just shooting blanks? Chickens are basically shooting blanks when they lay eggs. Is there another animal that does that?
I don't think so.
There is it. Yeah, I guess. Is that fact?
I don't know.
Do
I've seen a
ostriches
lot of
just lay
ostrich
eggs?
eggs in my life, and other than chicken eggs, ostrich eggs are like the only eggs that I see on a regular basis.
Yeah, well, where the hell do you see ostrich
Where the
eggs?
fuck are you seeing ostriches?
I know, where the
Man,
fuck
I feel
are
like I've seen a
you?
lot of ostrich eggs in my lifetime.
Where?
They're like empty ostrich eggs, but like, just at places where you buy knickknacks.
What?
Whoa.
What is going on right now? I don't even know how to process what you're saying.
Whoa. Where in the fuck are you finding?
I'm so confused. I'm lost. I'm like legitimately lost.
I'm crying.
Where you find knickknacks? He said.
That's so
All
funny.
right. So fact check.
I know just the place.
Ostriches lay on average 40 eggs a year, but many of them will be unfertilized. So I guess in a way, not as many as chickens, but I guess in a way, but it's got to be ostrich. I mean, somebody fact check me on that one, or somebody get back to me, which you won't, but I can ask anyway. Somebody, if there's another animal out there that you can think of that basically does the act of like birthing, but it's not alive, like I don't know, ostriches, chickens. What other animals lay eggs that you can just grab
ducks,
their eggs?
Turkeys, ostriches, parrots,
Duck
finches,
eggs?
and starlings. They all lay unfertilized eggs.
Thank you,
Guinea
Dylan.
hen, a gull, a quail. Did you say pheasant?
So I guess you can eat all of those, right?
Any bird will develop its eggs regardless of whether they are fertilized because the entire egg, sans the shell, is made before fertilization occurs.
Okay, I'm on Google right now, and it says there are about 9,000 species of birds.
Oh my lord! Hang on, I just googled this really quick because I'm actually like really curious now. Why do chickens lay unfertilized eggs? So,
Because we cut their nuts off. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why.
I'm trying to find the answer real quick because that is a really good question though. Why do they lay eggs?
This right here says chickens naturally don't produce eggs consistently. This is due to humans forcing it, and the bodies of the hens are very weak. The hens in the egg industry usually have extremely weak bones and cannot walk because of their calcium. It is totally depleted due to the amount of calcium required to form an eggshell.
Oh wow, that is kind of sad.
Yeah. Some birds lay eggs to keep their nests at a consistent amount. Take robin for example, which will almost always keep laying eggs unless she has 4 in the nest. but only lay them once a day to prevent them from hatching all at once and overwhelming her ability to feed them.
Damn. Yo,
So apparently you can
of birds.
Yeah, you can breed. Hang on, I just want to finish this off, and then you can go on about birds. Apparently, it has to do with because they're attempting to collect a clutch, whatever that means. So in some cases, hens are bred to have long laying seasons, so they might lay a couple hundred eggs in a single season. Breeds that have not been bred for laying might only lay a couple dozen eggs and only during a specific time of the year. Chickens also need 10 hours of daylight to consistently lay eggs. And then apparently some farmers let their chickens take the winter off. Don't really know how that works. Is it like, do they just like sit down? Like, hey, you guys don't gotta lay eggs for the next 6 months.
Well, they're probably not giving them that daylight. That's why. So.
Well, that's cold and rude. That's fucked up. You just don't let them go outside.
Lock them in the cupboard.
You're not just. Oh my god! I don't know if I want to tell this story, but that just reminded me of something about Jackson's.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna say it because we were like probably like 8 years old when this happened. I remember it was like a cold winter back in the day when we actually got cold winters before everything happened. It was real cold, and we went out to his chicken coop, and we opened up the door, and all the chickens in there were frozen solid.
What?
They were
You're dead. What? No way.
Frozen to the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Like just frozen dead. Just dead.
Just dead.
Bro,
frozen.
I honestly, just to see like science, I literally would have taken one inside and just tried to de-thaw it and see if it came back to life. Science. Then you can prove that like cryogenic freezing works.
I feel like they haven't had really good luck with chickens when they had them, because the one time George killed a chicken.
George?
Jackson's dad beat George with a dead chicken.
Shout out to George.
Oh, George.
I don't remember that, but I remember the story of hearing about it. That one was funny. Good old George. Beat him with the dead chicken.
I wasn't there, but
I just remember the story. That's funny as shit. It was a good time. That's a good time.
Good old farm.
But birds, Trent, as you were saying.
Well, yeah, we were just on the topic of birds, and I actually saw something that I actually looked up. I don't look up many things I hear on TikTok. Well, sometimes, but there was this old dude on TikTok, and he said, like, he was getting filmed, like, for a documentary, it looked like. And he was talking about Operation Water the Country, and he got briefed on it or some shit. But, like, dude, there's an entire, like, population of people that don't think birds are real.
Yeah, dude, the birds work for the bourgeoisie.
I've seen a lot about that. Yeah. It is sort of fucking weird.
Oh, yeah, dude, they got rid of all the birds and replaced them with robot birds.
He literally said that they fucking dumped mad chemicals, killed all the birds, and then fucking put in movements. And
I saw something
what?
That's a conspiracy
really similar to that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of like what exactly it was. It was something like, and it made really perfect sense too. It was something about pigeons. I can't remember if it was like, what was it? Was it pigeons at like a certain time of the year or?
They're like spying. I see it's right here. BBC News: CIA unveils Cold War spy pigeon missions. September 13th, 2019.
Yeah, it was something like. Why don't you ever see a pigeon, like, and then, like, ... But I don't remember what exactly they said. And then, like, I thought about it. I was like, holy shit. That's really true. But I don't remember.
There's absolutely no pigeons where we live.
That's true. There's a few.
Not a lot. If you go to New York City, those things are rampant.
Well, yeah. You know what we have around here that they don't have? Seagulls. We got a shit ton of seagulls.
They have some seagulls because on the ocean right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, wait a minute, but I can't remember.
Hold up.
I went on like a rabbit hole one day about seagulls, and there's like a shit ton of different kinds of seagulls. Because I was trying to figure out like how many seagulls there are, because I was at the beach one day and there was literally like 500 of them. And I'm like, how many fucking seagulls exist? And I couldn't find a flat number. There's just infinite amounts of seagulls.
Too many. If seagulls banded together, they could take over a small country for sure.
I just wonder if you just see the same seagulls though, like if it's just the same 500 seagulls, or if they're like they switch it out sometimes. They go somewhere else. You get a different batch of seags.
I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick, cause like this is funny as fuck. Just like randomly, pigeons have been long used to carry messages in wartime. Look at this picture and tell me how funny this shit is. He's fucking. They got a little peephole and he's sticking his hand out the tank. He's just holding the pigeon out. I'm like, get out there,
dude. War pigeons in Battlefield 1, I think there was a game mode called War Pigeons.
That's so weird, dude. That's so funny.
You had to like cap a point, and then you would like put a little note on the pigeon. The pigeon had to get away. You couldn't let the pigeon get shot.
Send him out. What? That's actually really funny.
Yeah, they use pigeons for a lot of shit.
That is weird. There's a lot of people out there that really believe pigeons and birds are fake. Huh?
Hey man, I believe it. I'm one of those people. Birds are fake.
I'm one of those people.
Birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Well, if anything, it's just pigeons, though. Like, other birds, but pigeons are just... What do pigeons do?
Birds.
What do pigeons do? They're sketchy, bro.
Mrs. Miller has pigeons. Or Mrs. Gray, maybe. It's either her or her mom has pigeons.
Of course she does.
Mrs. Gray.
Of course she does.
And I'm pretty sure they're like these pigeons that... They're like fainting pigeons. Like, when they get scared, they just faint and fall out of the air.
That's funny.
What?
I don't know why. That's a good fight or flight thing to have, but
because they're robots.
2015.
Yeah, they just shut off. That was a bad batch.
2015. UK Home reported spy pigeon jailed in India. Bird accused of working for Pakistani intelligence is placed in custody.
Has anybody seen a bird be born? I don't think so.
I want to say that's what it was. It was something like, I'm going to try to find it later tonight, but it was something weird like that where it was like pointing out like something you never see a pigeon do, or like, I think it was like, you ever see baby pigeons?
Yeah.
You ever see baby pigeons? No, I've never seen a baby pigeon. Why don't they have baby pigeons? Because they're spies. They're machines.
Just recently, I finally saw like baby geese. And they're pretty
ugly. Cute. They're pretty cute.
But when they grow old,
birds when they're babies because they're kind of furry.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are furry.
Yeah. My aunt has like chickens, and one of the chickens that my mom got is like this weird furry looking chicken. I don't know what kind of chicken it is, but it's like has hair pretty much.
Oh, one of them ugly ones. I hate those things, dude. I know which ones you're talking about.
That's funky.
They're like really, yeah. They like you see them at the fair sometimes. They got like a lot of hair on their head, and their like feet are real furry. Yeah, those are the ugliest chickens I've ever seen in my life. There's no use for those. There's literally no use for those. You should just kill those ones.
Those ones are just for show.
Yeah, they are, and they're ugly as shit.
There's a lot of dogs that shouldn't exist that exist.
Oh yeah. For sure. Well, we were talking about that the other day, actually, and it's really interesting to like think about like how they got to like certain dog breeds. If it's true that all dogs came from wolves, like the selective breeding process to get like the differences that like you obviously have between like German shepherds and wiener dogs.
I mean, a lot of like dog breeding was done for like royal families.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to get like royal dogs and everything, so they would just like mass produce dogs until they got to like one that matched like the perfect breed, what they wanted to go in the direction of, I think. Mm-hmm. And then like they just kept breeding and kept doing that and over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's weird to think about
the other dogs. It's just weird because like you don't see like when you look at like really old like photos from like medieval times, dogs aren't like that big of a
you don't see
like
dogs
center
at all.
point of those.
Yeah,
but they've been around a while.
They couldn't stay still in the photographs.
True.
So see them.
Why don't you see a lot of animals in old photographs, though? You hardly see dogs. You hardly see...
domesticated dogs 40,000 years ago.
You hardly ever see dogs in any pictures, and if you do, it's like some mangy-ass brown mutt. But I guess, like Dylan said, like, they were probably mostly all just, like, in royalty, like, in royal families. Because, I mean, like, certain dogs, like, you know, like, German Shepherds, I assume they're from Germany. So are, like, Dachshunds. Dachshunds were bred to be, like, hunting dogs, to, like, get in, like, rabbit holes and shit.
Yeah. I mean, most dog breeds were, like, if they're not, like, pocket dogs, they're, like, they were bred for a specific purpose.
I hate those things. I hate pocket dogs, man. Them tiny little... The only one I can think of is those tiny little Yorkies.
Flynn.
Not Flynn. Flynn's, like, not, like, a pocket dog, though. Like, I'm talking, like, those teacup...
Yeah.
Those, like, teacup-ass Yorkies. Is that what they're called? Teacup Yorkies? Yeah. Them things are literally, like...
That's fucking... What the fuck?
They are so tiny. Like, they fit in the palm of your hand, which is, like, scary as shit.
Yeah, those aren't...
Flynn's a cutie. I love Flynn. I die for Flynn. But them little teacup Yorkies, that's just...
for Penelope.
Oh, my God. Bro, I would kill a grown man for Penelope if she needed me to. I'm a big fan of that dog. Always have been.
Oh, Penelope.
I'm a big fan that she can walk on two legs like a human being.
I know, that's actually badass. What about Daisy? Daisy still kicking?
Nah, Daisy died like a couple years ago.
I did not know that. R.I.P. Daisy.
I feel like we brought this up on a podcast several times ago.
I don't remember that.
It's okay.
I just try to remember that.
I had Daisy too.
R.I.P. Daisy. R.I.P. Daisy number 2.
Rip Daisy, man. Shit.
Gotta love the daisies.
That's crazy.
Good times. I did not remember that.
All daisies go to heaven.
All daisies go to heaven?
All daisies go to heaven.
You guys watch any movies or shows lately?
I don't think so.
What were you gonna say though, Dylan? What were you gonna say though?
I was gonna continue on with the dog conversation, but we're moving on.
Well, hit it then.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I feel like I could just read this article and it would probably tell me how we domesticated dogs.
Well, let's hear it then, Chief.
Yes, it was probably because like when humans started like gathering in places, there was large food sources, so the wolves started showing up, and then eventually they got to a point where they're just like, "Hey, I'll give you some food. You help me out. I help you out." And then they came to a common agreement, and they just started breeding them within the communities.
It's definitely how
they had to, or else they were gonna get eaten.
I bet if I read that article, it would probably say that exact thing, but I'm not gonna read it. So
easy.
I think you took a good summary guess on that one. Dude,
after you got off yesterday on Rogue, me and Jake went off.
Really?
Yeah, we won like a solid like 15 games in a row. It was like the longest win streak I've ever had.
Jesus Christ.
That's fat. It's a fat win streak.
You must have
we were
stupid
playing
rep after that.
Strike. Nope. We were just 3-0 kids, so we were getting like 60
so
rep every single
shit. That's the fucking worst, dude. Jesus Christ. Dude, Jake said
I think I might have gotten
1,000
rep out of all
that. That's so fucking bullshit. I hate how they have that.
What about Jake trying to play?
Interesting. I was going to say this earlier when he was texting me, but you guys are in a conversation.
Shout out Interesting Investing.
Yes, Interesting Investing. Shout out Interesting Investing on YouTube. He hit me up saying, "You trying to play Rogue?" And he said, "You trying to rip it after, so, could be gang.
I might have to rip a couple games until we lose.
Play
until you lose.
If there's no update, I'll rip it. But
that's what we were doing last night. I was literally going to get off, like, pretty shortly after you got off.
Yeah.
And, like, Luke got off, too. And it was just me and Jake, and we're like, all right, we're going to play till we lose. And then we won, like, 15 games in a row, and I got off at, like, 11 o'clock.
Damn.
That's how you do it, homie.
You got that fat win streak? Oh.
That's tough.
Hell
That's
yeah,
tough.
trench all day.
Trench all day.
Trench run.
Trench runs.
Hell yeah.
Trench run. But I'm gonna have to play some fucking Valhalla at some point tomorrow too, because that
Very
game.
true. How is it?
I don't know. Did the new Assassin's Creed games, like, they've definitely improved on, like, making it more about, like, the kind of like a Skyrim game, like, where there's a shit ton of stuff to do instead of just, like, the main quest line.
Yeah.
And they've added, like, a bunch of, like, stuff to keep you occupied. Like, I think, what is it, Odyssey? The one before this? The one that's in, like, ancient Greece. I like 100% of that game because I loved it so much. There's just like so much shit. There's like gladiator fights you can do, and there's like fighting like minotaurs and shit like that. So I'm hoping this game has like fight like giant ice emirs and shit.
That'd be dope.
Oh.
Yeah,
Honestly,
sure
seems
they
fun
do.
as fuck.
Shout out Ymir.
Yeah.
How
They
much?
definitely improved in
How
it.
much is Assassin's Creed? Is that 60 banger?
Probably 60 bang.
Yeah, but I just on PC the Ubisoft like subscription thing was like $15, and you get it. You get Assassin's Creed on there, so I got it for $15, and it's like the Ultimate Edition, so you get like the $120 version
Damn shit.
for 15
Okay.
bucks, and I'm just gonna cancel it after I'm done playing.
Bet that's how you do it.
I've done that a couple times with Ubisoft games. $15 a month is a fucking shit ton of money, but
Yeah.
if you just rip it for a month, you can play a good amount of their games. Like, they have Far Cry and shit on there too, and the new Watch Dogs game is on there.
Oh shit.
So might have to rip that while I have it.
Watch Dogs.
Game Pass has all the EA games now as well. I saw that happen
yeah.
like yesterday, I think, or today, because the Xbox Series X and S came out today.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's right, it did. My friend Josh actually sent me a picture of the new Xbox. He like pre-ordered it. And he got it, and I was like,
Yeah.
Man.
I can't justify it, but I know eventually I will justify it, and I'll have it because I've owned every single console humanly possible at some point.
I'll probably
But-
get it eventually too.
Does it have
Yeah.
better? I mean, I'm assuming it does. Like, what's like the upgrade as far as like the picture quality?
A lot. It's 4K 60 frames,
Oh
which
God!
is pretty good.
Imagine playing Smite with that. Holy shit!
That's what 4K like 60 frames I think is like. I don't think you need anything more than that
Yeah.
for like if you're playing like a console game.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
That's wild.
That's
but,
got to be
yeah,
nice.
For $500, you're getting way more than you could ever get in a PC for $500.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. They've obviously, because they're making so many of them, they were able to get like good pricing and everything on the parts. I'm assuming from whoever they're buying it from, like Intel and shit and AMD. You would never be able to get that if you just like try to build like a computer with the same
Oh, yeah.
capabilities as like the new
Yeah.
consoles. Even the PS5 is like insane.
That's crazy how that shit
That's
works.
so crazy.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I have a feeling Xbox is finally going to win the console war this year, because I think their console is way better, and they have Game Pass and everything that comes with it, and they have that, like, pretty much phone subscription plan you can do with it. I think they might be able to finally overtake Sony, because Sony, like, shits on them every single console
they do.
generation.
That's so cool, dude. That's insane.
Not today.
The Xbox One's a terabyte, isn't it?
Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Mine's a terabyte.
Mine was 500, but I had the original one that came out in 2013.
Oh no, mine's like the. Mine's like the. 2016, I think, is the one.
I got mine like a week after they came out.
Okay.
When I was
I
working
got
at
my.
McDonald's.
Actually, I think it was.
God damn.
It might be a little sooner. I know for a fact mine's the newer one because I got it when we started playing Destiny on Xbox One.
That wasn't soon after. Like, Destiny got put on Xbox One like Maybe no, it was like a Christmas afterwards. It was like a year afterwards.
Yeah, that's when I got it.
Because me and Jake were on Xbox One, just me and him for a while.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, and then like the Christmas after it like came out is when they came out with the newer version, and that's when we all got it, like around Christmas time. I remember that. And then Jackson was later. I remember Jackson. He was in the dark for a while, still on 360.
Dude, I was too for a minute.
Yeah, Trenny was too. Jackson didn't have that internet, so he was just in the dark.
Neither did I, boy. I had a hotspot, and I remember a Destiny update on Xbox 360 took up my entire hotspot, and Janelle was pissed. And I was like, fuck, and then never played Destiny again.
I missed that game.
It was fun when I played it, even on 360.
When I first got my Xbox One, I still lived out there with no internet. I was using hotspot, and there was a 50 gigabyte update to even turn on the console. Jesus and I didn't realize that it was, I thought it was just like, I don't know, fucking updating within the console. I didn't realize it was using all my data, and all of a sudden I got a text message that I used like 30 gigabytes.
Jesus Christ.
I was so like, funny. Oh my lord.
You're like,
my mom was so mad at me.
Yeah. Those days are gone.
Nothing's worse. Nothing's worse than when you get home from like school, or like I remember like that one meme. It was like when you've been home for a few hours on your phone and you look up in the corner and you see the LTE instead of the Wi-Fi bars, and you're like, you forget to put your Wi-Fi back on when you get home, and you've been using data the whole time. You're like, oh shit.
I'm so glad. I know not everybody has unlimited data, but now that like that it's openly available to people.
Yeah, I'm so glad I have it. Because if not, oh my gosh. I remember listening to music like to and from school, like car rides, or like when we'd be on like the bus to like sporting events. My sister and my mom used to get on my ass all the time about the data, and I was like, dude, like, how much does it cost? I'll pay I don't care. Like,
yeah,
I hated having to worry about it. I know some people still do, so we blessed for that, but like, yeah. Back in the day before unlimited data was like a hot thing, it was a stressful ass time.
I feel like all of us, especially me and Trent, are able to say whatever we want about internet problems, and because we went through dial-up internet and like for a while,
you guys had it bad.
Satellite internet and just like.
You guys had it bad for sure.
Bad. You know how many movies I've watched? I've watched every movie probably ever.
Like 9 times over.
Dude, literally all the ones in my house, I know them word for word.
The movie 2012 at least a solid 50 times because I had it on DVD.
Oh my god.
Probably more than that, honestly. I would just play it every night when I went to bed.
Did you guys have those little DVD players that like they're like mini and you could watch them when you went to like fucking on vacation?
No, I never had one of those, honestly.
No, I don't.
Really?
I had the gray TV with the DVD player inside of it.
Yep, I had one of them.
Oh,
little tiny box TV.
Yep, I had one of them. And it had did yours have the RCA cables too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to I remember back like when I like thought about it, or like when like I got one of those TVs, I think from my aunt.
So I would play GameCube on, I think.
Yes, dude. I was literally just gonna say I brought it into my bedroom, and I hooked my GameCube up to it, and I remember getting yelled at so much to like turn the game off and go to bed, because I'd be laying in bed late at night, the bed at the end of my freaking. The TV at the end of my bedstand, I'd just be laying in bed playing Pokemon Coliseum on my Xbox, and my mom was getting pissed. Or I'm sorry, my GameCube, not my Xbox. That's the dangerous part about having a TV in your room when you're young.
Yeah, I had a TV in my room for most of my life, and it sucked away most of my existence.
Yes, sir. It's addicting.
That's why I have almost 80,000 gamer score on Xbox.
Hell yeah, buddy.
That's how.
Shout out to that gamer score. Yeah, that's healthy.
Shout out to Blockbuster. Shout out to Family Video. I wouldn't have that gamer score without you.
Boy, I saw the fucking coolest TikTok on Blockbuster. There's one left.
Yeah.
And it's in fucking Oregon. There's one fucking Blockbuster left. It literally, like, you could smell it from the video. It was so nostalgic. It slapped. It's a good TikTok.
I wish I could. I want to say that dude's name was Matt, but I don't remember what his name was. But that one dude that worked at our Blockbuster, and he was just super hyper, and I definitely think there might have been something wrong with him. But he was in there every single day that I went in there, and I went in there pretty consistently as a young child.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the best employee ever. I want to say his name was Matt. I hope he's okay. I feel like he was bipolar.
Hey Matt, I hope you're chilling, bud.
I feel like he was super happy, and then the second he clocked out, he went into full like alcoholic rage mode.
Oh Jesus! Oh poor Matt. Oh Matt, what are you doing?
I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but that's the vibe I got as a young child.
And you've what a vibe! You diagnosed the vibe. Well, I hope you're doing well, Matt. If you're listening.
I'm pretty sure that's what his name was.
I saw Matt Newman outside of Dollar General the other day.
He's probably working at that last Blockbuster, honestly. He loved that job.
He's in Oregon. That's funny. How's Matt doing?
He was good. I was like walking into the gym, and he was walking out of Dollar General with his girlfriend. And I was like, hey, Matt, I love you. And he like turned around and looked at me for 3 seconds. And then I pulled my mask down and took my hat off. Because like I had my hat on, had my mask on. And so like, for one, like my hair is like super long. So a lot of people don't even recognize me. They don't even know who the hell I am. But I took my hat off and I pulled my mask down. And he like squinted. And he was like, oh, hey, brother. And then he started walking away again. So it took him a second. But I understand because I look like not me. So.
Wait, who was this? Sorry, I missed that part.
Matt Newman.
Matt Newman.
There you go.
Matt Newman.
Good old Matty.
I was like racking my brain for Matt's. I was like,
oh yeah, Matt. Oh Matt.
Matt Ortel.
Matt.
Oh.
Mike. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Tomorrow is our bitch's birthday.
Oh,
Tomorrow's
shit.
Veterans Day.
I'm joining Dylan in the old man club.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
shit, boy.
I don't want to be an old man, but we're gonna be old men. Hell yeah. Happy. Well, by this time it'll be past, but to anybody out there, to any of the listeners who have friends or family that have served, give them a salute and a happy Veterans Day from the SDP boys. We support our troops. You know, get some. that scene in Division III football's finest when he's like going over and get some, and he's like, well, that should be support our troops. Oh, good movie.
That's the greatest movie of all time.
It honestly might be. It might be. As far as like pure comedy, it might be the greatest movie of all time.
God.
I would argue that for sure.
I need to watch that movie again. I love that
Oh
movie
my god, it's
so
so
That
good.
movie just like
It
makes me
was
laugh
on
so
Netflix,
much.
and I would watch it all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
that movie kills me.
Took it off there. What was the other Blue Mountain State? Was it
Yeah,
That's a
show
good
I used to
one.
watch all the time on
they're
Netflix?
so stupid, but they're so funny.
Big fan of that kind of comedy.
I'm a big
Oh,
fan.
did you guys watch SNL at all from like this past Saturday?
No.
I'm
What was
not.
Dave Chappelle did like the monologue, but it was like he was just doing stand up. It was really weird because like he wasn't like overtly like talking about the election at all. It was just like he was doing a stand up act, and it was like 18 minutes long of just him
Damn.
doing his stand up. I mean, he brought up like some of the stuff from the election, but it wasn't like a monologue. Like he wasn't talking about like it was weird.
Yeah.
And he was like very like the jokes he was telling like were not going over well with like the very liberal audience that
Oh, he is very.
he said the N-word like a couple times and the room got like very uncomfortable.
The room just died.
And he
Oh
said
my
it.
God.
I can't remember. You have to watch it, but one of them like it was pretty like harsh, and he said the N-word, and he saw that the audience was uncomfortable, and he like winked. He kept going.
He's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
but Dave
he doesn't
Chappelle,
give a
he
fuck.
is that guy that like he's like one of those comedians under like the list of like probably many, but like he's definitely those ones that, like, when he sees you're uncomfortable, it's only going to make him want to keep going more. Like, I feel like that makes a good comedian, though. I feel like if you're a comedian that, like, when you see people, like, not respond too well or start to get uncomfortable and you, like, tone it down, I feel like then you're just trying to, like, you're not really being a comedian. Then you're just trying to, like, you know what I mean?
No, he just kept going. Like,
yeah, no, you got to keep going. You got to just keep firing away.
He's been doing, like, a bunch of shows in Ohio, like, where he lives. I didn't know that, for some reason, he lives in Ohio.
I did not know Dave Chappelle lived in Ohio. It's really random.
But it's like 5 hours away from me, but he's been doing shows out in, like, a cornfield.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck?
Dave Chappelle, Cornfield Live.
And he's just been, like, he, like, pretty much saved the town, according to him. Like, he's just been, like, raising money, for, like, at his shows and, like, trying to keep all the businesses and everything in his town open.
Holy shit. Good for David Chappelle.
Good for him. But, yeah, Dave Chappelle, number one. Weird SNL altogether. And, like, you could, literally, Joe Biden's, like, victory speech was at 8 o'clock. SNL was at 11. They had the victory speech in SNL, and you can tell they wrote it in, like, 30 minutes.
What the fuck?
It was just like Jim Carrey was like obviously still doing Joe Biden, but like it was not as good as the previous ones because you could tell the writers just did not have enough time to get the skit in between. I was surprised they even had like whoever plays Kamala Harris. I can't remember what that.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't know her name.
But she was wearing the same outfit as Kamala Harris at the event. I was like, how the fuck did you get that outfit in the in this?
They probably just have like.
Span?
I wonder if she. Yeah, I mean they're.
It makes
like
me wonder
costume
if
design or whatever. They probably just on it. Oh, they did. It's fake. It's staged.
A lot of dude, and then literally Joe Biden wins the next day. There's a coronavirus vaccine that's 90% effective.
Yeah, and then the next like 2, 3, 4 days are in like 70-degree weather. We find out pigeons are actually CIA spies.
Watch, Joe Biden wins. It's just gonna be 80 degrees for every day for the rest of existence.
Joe Biden saves the climate. Oh my god, that would be
Did the SDP just solve a mystery? Yes, I think we did.
Oh my god.
Always. Conspiracy theory. Oh, on my website, I was trying. Here, I'll pull it up. I was trying to like, you know, when you like you write your resume or whatever, you're trying to like act all like business professional and shit.
Yeah, and then you show up to the job.
To like write it like write it like that on my website, and I was being truthful, but I was stretching the truth a little about some of the stuff. But like on like the description, I say what first started off as a chance for 3 friends to catch up has quickly turned into a legitimate production where we discuss current events, give life tips, and educate our listeners on topics that have fallen out of mainstream coverage, aka conspiracy theories.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes.
Conspiracy theorists.
And then I have like a spot with like stats, and I have listeners in 9 different countries because at some point one person from 9 different countries listened to the podcast.
Let's go. I wonder if there was the same person that was traveling to different countries and then listen.
It was like in weird countries. It was like in India and like
Zimbabwe. Irish. Got some Irish listeners. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Funky.
I should have just put from Ireland.
That's all that matters. They're from Ireland. We don't know who they are, but they're cool. Hells to the I'm gonna rip this meme.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready to fucking rip some rogue. I actually gotta help Gina with an Excel sheet, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen so you boys can see it and just
I'll be on
that.
it like 10:30.
It is. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite segment of the Socially Distant Podcast. I'm your host, B-Dale, coming at you with the meme of the week. we got a good one. As always, we always got good ones. I don't know why I say like we got a good one. I should say another good one. Brought to you by the Nugget Instagram page. Of course, not a sponsor. If you have ever seen the movie Good Will Hunting, little known fact, little trivia for you boys. My favorite movie of all time is actually Good Will Hunting. That's a big fact. You can quote me on that. I will take that one to my grave. That is by far one of my favorite movies ever. And arguably my favorite movie of all time. But the scene where Will and I cannot remember for the life of me Robin Williams' character's name in the movie, even though it's my favorite movie of all time. But Will, or Matt Damon's character, they are in his office talking. I believe it's like the second or third meeting that they have where they finally start to like have some engagements back and forth. And Robin Williams' character starts telling Will about like the little like things that his wife used to do, the little like imperfections. And there's one part where he's telling him about like she farts in her sleep, and he's like, that's the good stuff. So they took that like picture of when he said and the words, that's the good stuff, and the quote above it is, when the vacuum cleaner goes over a spot of dirt and dust and you hear that crackle, that's the good stuff. I thought that one was pretty funny.
It's very
I don't think I've ever actually seen that movie.
Oh, Don, you're killing me, bud. It's a great movie.
I don't think I've seen it either, not gonna lie.
Please. Is it on Netflix? We will find out. Really quick, we're going to find out live.
We should have an STP movie night.
I just started watching The Office. And I shouldn't say just started, because I started like probably a week ago to like officially to watch through it. I'm on season 3, episode 20. And I have to argue that Dwight Schrute might be one of the most underrated, funniest TV show characters in existence. Because
I don't think he's underrated.
Fucking hilarious.
The Office is like one of the most memed TV shows in existence.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I feel like he's underrated because I feel like nobody's talking about him. Because he's fucking hilarious.
the show is also how old though?
Yeah, very
Well,
true.
we could still talk about it, Dylan.
It's funny. I've actually
Good Will
seen
Hunting is
Dwight
not
Schrute
on
memes with a
Netflix.
Dwight Schrute and Cardi B meme.
Cardi B,
I
really?
actually seen recently. Yeah, it was like Cardi B was twerking on like Dwight Schrute, like just like like he was like, just
I
filled
saw
in there.
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's
I love
poppin'.
Dwight Schrute. I just like
I'm a
the one-
Big fan of The Office, but I've never watched it straight through.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why I want to watch it straight through, because I've never seen like every episode how it's supposed to be. But it's just funny, dude. The episode that killed me was a couple episodes ago, Where I Am Now, where they go to that one this one party at like the owner of Dunder Mifflin's like house, like the big fancy house, and the guy's wife is like showing. What's that?
It has
What'd
the
you say?
pools.
Yeah, and she's showing
Never mind.
Dwight
Keep
around
going.
the house, and he just like, he's like, I'd love to see you around, and she's like, oh, I'll take you on a tour, and then like it's like Michael and like Jim and like Karen talking, and then in the background Dwight's like hanging off the staircase, and he's like testing the railing to see like how sturdy it is, and he's like asking him, and then he's asking a question. He's like, what's the square footage? He's like, does that include the garage? And then they cut, and she's like, and this is the upstairs, and he's like knocking on the wall. He's like, studs seem to be in place, or like whatever he says. And then Jim and the boss guy are like, they're outside shooting basketball in the backyard, and they like look up because like something falls from the ceiling, and Dwight's like on the chimney, and he's like shaking it to make sure it's sturdy. And then they cut back, and he's like, I found a few blah blah blahs in the foundation. He's like, a few holes here. He's like, pretty solid though. He's like, overall, good party. I don't know, dude. He's just so fucking funny. I just get a kick out of him. Anything that he says, because it's just like that weird, just like almost like psychotic humor. That like it just makes
the writing
me laugh.
and the acting on that show is
it's gold.
top tier.
I have to say too, without a doubt, from like even though season 1 was like 6 episodes, season 1 to season 2, I feel like there's a huge change like in the writing. Like I feel like they went from like they're like, it's always been like that, like dry humor. But like, I don't know. In season 1, it was almost like cringy because it was like, do you laugh at that? And then season 2, like you laugh because it is funny. I don't know. For me, watching the 6 episodes of season 1, I was kind of like, this sucks. But then it got so much better.
Yeah.
I think they just had to like find their
rough starts.
No, they had to like find their niche where they were like, all right, that's how we do it.
Imagine if they never got a second season because the first season just wasn't.
I know, right? Those like 6 episodes, and they were like,
there's probably a lot of shows like that like could have been like a god tier show and just got axed after 1 season because they had a rough start.
There was a show way back in the day that was like a mini series. It was like 8 shows. Spencer showed it to me a long time ago. I think it was called like The Magic Key or like The Magic Room. And it was like literally like a show about like these magic items. And like they were like all special, like the one like each one did like its own like special thing, and the one that like everybody wanted, or the one that like people were always trying to get their hands on, was like this magical key that like when you like it would fit into any lock and it would open a door to like anywhere you wanted to go. So like all you had to do was be like, this door's gonna lead me to Mexico, and you would like throw the key in there and open the door and you'd be in Mexico, or like some crazy shit. I'm gonna find it. Doctor Strange. But yeah, good times.
Damn.
Good times. Oh, it's called The Lost Room. That's what it was called. The Lost Room. It was a TV miniseries in 2006.
Damn.
Yeah. I was totally wrong. It was literally 3 episodes, so never mind.
You want to know what a mad good TV show from the early 2000s is? Smallville.
Yeah. Ooh.
About Superman as like a teenager. That shit's stupid good.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That probably is fire.
That's like
it was
so old, but I've never watched it.
What show? What channel was that on? I want to say it was on the no way. The CW maybe or something.
I think it was. I think you're right, Dylan. I think it was like that. It was like that same channel that they played like all those like that Teen Wolf and freaking all those movies. You are right there, my friend.
I'm pretty sure.
Good times. Good
Teen
times.
Wolf.
Yeah. I had a professor where when he worked like for DC for a while, he wrote like stories about Superman like in his youth, and he was like very adamant that like those stories are very important to Superman because like they show how he became like the Superman you see in like the DC movies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. They're cool.
That's wild.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. Shout out Mike Raish.
Shout out.
Hell yeah.
All right. Wow.
On that note, it is coming up on 10 o'clock at night here in multiple areas. Forestville, and Pittsburgh. Same time zone, different places.
Very true.
So,
this has been episode 33. We might, hopefully, don't quote me, have Jake Lugan and Austin Pierce coming on the podcast.
bro, we said that how many episodes ago? And we've been like, yo, Jake Lugan's coming on.
Jake said, okay, we have to record on Monday because that's what Jake said. If we record on Monday, he can be on.
Okay.
Okay.
So if we record next week on Monday, we can have
Next week,
a special guest.
Monday.
We haven't had a guest yet on the.
No, this season we have not had a guest.
We're going to have a fucking double banger.
I mean, we had in the After Dark one, we had several guests. We had a sit down, regular interview conversation with a guest.
Yes.
Are we having him on the whole time, like we did Noah?
Yeah,
all right.
Whole time.
Yeah.
Shout out Noah.
And, shout out Noah.
Noah's good people.
Still cranking out that art.
He is.
Alright, boys, I gotta fucking I'm going to piss myself. I have to crank.
Alright, on that note,
we don't want
episode
that.
33. Trent's gonna piss himself. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.